Hi, Leo. How are you guys? It's December. Well, not yet, but we're going to talk about December. The first half, at least. See what's going on. You guys, I feel like you guys have had a rough year, but you've taken it all kind of in stride. Like all of the ups and downs. You're so strong and courageous. And there's a vulnerability within you that you don't show the world. And if the world saw it, you would just be mortified. Like you don't want anybody to see how vulnerable you are. Because you're so faithful and loving and smart and helpful, loyal. But there are downsides to being a Leo too, and you know what they are. Overbearing, uncompromising. Sometimes you can be a little bit patronizing. But why? It's because you know what you want, and you go for it, and you have the strength to do it. You're bright as the sun. You're strong as a lion. Wow, those flew out. The mythology behind the Leo constellation. The Nemean lion represents the Leo. The Nemean lion was said to have an outer layer of skin that nobody could get through. You couldn't penetrate it. And Hercules came along and got around that by strangling the lion instead. And then he took one of his claws, skinned the lion, and wore that skin to protect himself. So even though there's this downfall within you where, yes, maybe your outer world, your outer skin cannot be penetrated, there's still a way around hurting you. And you won't show it. But just the fact that Hercules knew what your strengths were and took that skin and used it as protection shows how Hercules respected that part of the Nemean lion. He defeated it, but he also respected it because he knew how you could protect him. So when you get into a state of getting your heart broken, you're not going to show it. You're going to show that outer layer of skin where you're just fine. And you may take on the personality of being a little overbearing and being uncompromising and being a little bit controlling because you have to prove that you're okay and that you're still in control of who you are, what you are, where you came from. Leos are a lot of truth that the other signs cannot be. If that makes sense. We have the Knight of Swords. Queen of Wands. There you are in all your glory. Beautiful. Independent. Strong. She knows what she wants, and she has that stare. She has that look in her eye. Like, I dare you. Fuck with me, I dare you. King of Swords. Could this King of Swords be the person who had that very angry Knight of Swords chat with you. Three of Swords. That possibly penetrated your outer layer and got into your heart, or found a way around penetrating that outer layer and got into your heart and broke it. The Wheel of Fortune. Working with some karma in your life. Letting the wheel go around. Finishing off a lesson. King of Cups. Water sign. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Or this could just be a friend in your life that's helping you get through the heartbreak, that's working with the lesson with you. The Page of Pentacles. Starting from the beginning, building that stability from the beginning. Trying to be positive and rebuilding that very instability that the heartbreak and the Knight of Swords word vomiting took away. Gave you instability. Sorry, I said that totally wrong. And why? The Knight of Cups. And the Six of Cups. So I'm feeling like there was a person that hurt you and betrayed you. Could have been a water sign, could have been an air sign, could have been a fire sign. This doesn't have to be you, but I really feel like it is, because this woman is just very Leo. Very Leo. And it could be somebody from your past. Somebody from your past could be coming in, but there's a heartbreak that you really want to heal. There's a lesson that you really want to learn this time around. When I say this time around, I mean this life. You want to rebuild. And it could be that you want to rebuild with the same person that hurt you. There's nothing wrong with that, depending on what the hurt was, you know? Because sometimes we get ourselves into those lessons where we have to learn them the hard way, and you can't go back. You know, sometimes you can't forget. You can forgive, but sometimes you can't forget. And that's okay. That doesn't make you weak, because you didn't stop trying. And if you're cross-watching for a Leo and a Leo's the one that hurt you, yes, this can go either way. I'm just reading for the sign that I'm doing. So it could go both ways. Because Leos can be hurtful. But a lot of the times, it really takes that fire to explode. You know, there are some signs that will poke a Leo, poke a lion, until they char, you know, until they bite. Virgo, for one. I mean, my best friend is a Leo, and she and I can fight like sisters sometimes, but we're the best of friends. We complement each other. You know, and Leos get along with a lot of the signs, because you're so charming and lovable. Leo is probably the most lovable of all the fire signs. All the fire signs take care of people. Very loving signs. But Leos are the protection. So when we have a soulmate connection, and possibly got our heart broken, it's a lesson. A lesson that you need to rebuild. And I feel like this Page of Pentacles rebuilding is within. Because it's like, I'm strong enough. These nasty words that were said to me. This karmic lesson that I'm learning. Sometimes that has to happen. So if you find yourself in this position, the beginning of December, or if it's already happened, energy's fluid. It can happen. It could be happening now. It can happen in December. It could happen in January. But what I do feel is that maybe the energy has been spanning for a while. It's almost like it's been building up within you. The Knight of Pentacles. The energy is, it's been growing. It's been growing very slowly. But sometimes it takes that very slow movement of the energy before it builds up so much that the lion goes. If a lion feels like they're prey, they don't handle that well. The controlling aspect of a Leo, a lot of it is controlling themselves. And sometimes that's not easy to do, especially if you have a lot of fire in your chart besides Leo. It's really hard to hold all of that in. But when a Leo is going as slow as a Knight of Pentacles, when the healing is that slow, it's hard to get out of a Five of Cups state, isn't it? When it's going so slowly. But sometimes we fight the karmic lesson. Sometimes we push back on it. I don't want to learn this. But when we push back on it, we also push people away. Other people in our lives. Because they'll tell you the truth, and a Leo doesn't want to hear the truth if they have a different truth. Whether they're right or wrong, their truth is right. And some people can't handle that. But this heartbreak and this Wheel of Fortune could lead to a very big love. Whether it's renewing the love that you currently have, renewing the relationship that you currently have, or there's a new one coming in. Could be with a water sign. Could be with an air sign. Could be with an earth sign, but I'm kind of feeling like this Page of Pentacles would be a little too young. Hopefully. I feel like the Page of Pentacles and the Knight of Pentacles are movement forward. It's just been really slow going, and you guys are so not patient. And we talked about patience a couple of months ago. It's coming. It's coming. Your day is coming. And it is. See? A new beginning. Ending a cycle. Starting a new beginning. Possibly in love. You could be dealing with a Gemini. That could be the air sign. But I'm really feeling like that there was a moment, conversation that was had, possibly with some really nasty words said. And it left people heartbroken. And it could have been that this conversation might have started one way, led up. You weren't going to let anybody get under your skin, and somehow they found a way around it. And Leos hate that. Man, you guys hate it when a person can find a way around your outer outer layer that's so strong that you can't get anything past it, and they can reach into your heart and just destroy you. But you won't show it. You'll put a smile on your face. You'll go out with your friends and have fun. You'll show the world that you are still in control of the situation. And somehow you have remained patient Or this fire sign, you could be dealing with another fire sign that's a Sagittarius. But I really feel like this energy is you guys being patient. Patient with knowing that this lesson has to be learned. Maybe pushing back on it a little bit. Because when there's a lesson that needs to be learned and we push back on it, sure, things slow down. Things do. They slow down. And when they slow down, that beginning can't come. And the universe is telling you, oh, it's coming. Maybe the end of December you'll get the tower if you keep pushing. Nobody wants the tower. Ask Taurus. Did I say that in your last video? I feel like I've said that before. Ask the bulls. You don't want the tower. It's too uncomfortable. Big love. Big love, Leo. Don't let Don't let a broken heart stop you from accepting a love that's as strong as a soulmate, that could be lasting. Don't let a broken heart stop you from giving love. I was just told to look at the bottom of the deck. Okay. Nine of Swords. Being up in your head, not sleeping at night. It's almost like this person is having a vigil for themselves, for whatever strength has died within them. And you're probably in your head about needing to walk away from something. Eight of Cups. Some kind of emotions, maybe looking within yourself, finding that vulnerable spot, dealing with it. Getting unstuck. Two of Wands, stuck. Usually this is making a choice in a traditional tarot. In this tarot, I know, guys, I roll my eyes. I just realized I did it. And I notice that I do it sometimes, but most of the time I don't notice. So anyway. In the traditional tarot, this guy's making a choice. In this tarot, one foot is tied to one wand, and the other hand, and a hand is tied to the other wand, and he's there with a bird, perfectly happy in his very stuck state. But if you're up in your heads, like the Nine of Swords, about walking away from something because you are stuck, if you don't let the wheel turn, if you don't have patience with yourself and stop pushing back against that wheel, if you keep trying to prove to yourself that you're okay with the current situation, you're okay with being stuck, and the wheel doesn't turn, then the Star and the Ace of Cups can't come in. Then you don't have that happiness. You don't have that emotional abundance. You don't get to give love or have love or, you know, be in love. You stay in the Five of Cups. You stay in the Nine of Swords. You stay in the Two of Wands. Because you can't accept that you are sometimes weak. And it's okay to be weak. It's actually very strong to be weak because we are all human. We all have emotions. We all get very sad. Not just angry, because Leos usually show their sadness by being angry. They show their betrayal and their hurt by being angry instead of just tapping into that emotion and letting yourself be weak. Make sense? So I'm looking forward to seeing what, oh, my back pillow. I'm looking forward to seeing what the second half of December looks like for you, because I know you guys deserve to be happy. And you've been working with the energies really well, except when the months, it's like you are working with them and then you have months where you push back. So let's try not to do that. You guys are fantastic. You're very loving. A couple of announcements. Please use the InstantGo app. It's really cool. You can text me a question and I can answer it quicker than getting a recorded reading out to you. Also, check out the recorded readings. They are on special through December. I've decided to keep that through December. After the first of the year, the prices will go back up. What else? Gift certificates for birthdays, holidays, whatever. And I will be traveling. First weekend in December, I will be in Woodbine, Iowa. Let me know if you want to have the information for that. And I just set the date for being in East Pennsylvania. I will be there from the 14th to the 18th. So if you would like to set up a time to see me, that would be wonderful. I would love to meet all of you, every single one of you. So have a really good first half of December. And I will see you guys for your love reading. Bye.